And the pressure's, increasing. I mean, we still can't make product claims about prescription drugs to consumers. The number of PAB reviews are up, even as the volume of marketing activity drops. And I guess the density of fine print on the ads is one of the things that's increasing. But let's be clear, this former PAB commissioner isn't saying that it's all about PAB. PAB reviews are the symptom rather than the cause. I'm hearing more stories about internal control departments of pharma companies that people consider are tougher than PAB. And no doubt that relates to the situation south of the border. Sure, there's no preclearance down there, but FDA's notice of violation letters are up. And I read earlier this month that the FDA is going to be increasing use of prosecutions of company officials as a tool of enforcement. That's pressure indeed. And there's something new in Canada that I want to talk about. Have you heard about this latest interpretation, which amounts to a new prohibition? In November of last year, I believe, the PAB website now contains a new guideline for clinic exam room posters and brochures. Starting from now on, these posters, even those right in the exam rooms, are also considered to be direct-to-consumer advertising. It means that a poster about a condition can't be branded, or branded materials can't say anything about except that name, price, and quantity of the drug. So, this is essentially a new prohibition, and it's based on consultation with Health Canada officials. Super. No debate, no warning, little transparency, and it's not PAB's fault, they're just the messenger. But where is this type of hair splitting going to end? And there's one slide gone, but essentially, the upshot of it is that there's a poster showing hair follicles, that are currently in a doctor's office. It couldn't be branded for a prescription product, but for an unlicensed natural product, they can put forward claims that they stop hair loss and all that. To me, this is a pretty uneven situation. So, how do we feel about this? Our choices are that Canada needs one set of advertising rules enforced that apply to all types of drugs, that are ad pre-clearance system. It may have its pros and cons, but we're better to build on what we have than with the US system. And 3, that Canada's advertising pre-clearance system can't ultimately survive in the face of instant worldwide web communications. And
went to the window, peeked through the blinds. I said, honey, just exactly what you got on your mind. She said, money, honey.
okay. Well, we're split, but there's some overlap there, and clearly we are. Most of us are talking about the need for more consistency. Now, preclearance, it is viable when it's enforced. And it does work when people like the medical publishers, they don't accept any ads that don't have PAB preclearance. TV broadcasters for OTC ads and direct-to-consumer ads, that works because every broadcaster looks for telecaster clearance that is based on ASC or PAB. And RX&D members increasing compliance as their own code is looking for a PAB review. But there are times when it feels like we have joined a club where we put ourselves under tremendous restrictions, the club rules, but there's a growing segment out there of unlicensed natural products gaining attention for messages that don't follow the rules. It's difficult to see that there's enough accountability. There doesn't seem to be a sustainable situation because rules that aren't enforced evenly end up being unsustainable. Thanks very much.